Good morning. I'm in the hallway this morning and I've brought all the Dendrobiums down. The reason I brought them down is I've washed each of the leaves just with plain tepid water and a cotton wool bud, just to remove any dust that's lingering. And the reason we do this is because, of course, the dust will build up on the leaves, and then the leaves won't be able to absorb as much of that sunlight as we want them to. And it's just generally good housekeeping to try and keep your orchids clean. Now, I find it quite therapeutic actually to bathe the orchids. It gives you a chance to look at the underside of the leaves, to see whether there's any bugs looming or anything like that. Now, this is the Kingianum Ellen, and just checking that one, that looks as though it's a little flower nubbin developing. I don't know, because I've never seen this in flower yet. And let's go down and just, excuse my hands, just generally check those roots. Now, I think it was either just before my holidays or just after, and I was just generally going through everything, and blow me down, I found a snail in there. I thought, oh my goodness, where's that come from? It was just perched on a little piece of lava rock. Needless to say, it didn't stay there very long. It got crushed between two fingers, and let's just turn her around. Now, this is in one of those pots that has a bung in the bottom, and it, just bear with me, it keeps some water as a reservoir down at the bottom. But she's got some lovely roots, some lovely nice strong canes developing. All in all, I'm very pleased with that. It did have scale, as you know, and when I've wiped this one down, of course, I've not used the same sponge or cotton wool ball that I have done for the others. So now this is the large Comic King, and this is the one that's I've had for quite a while, and some people find these quite ugly, the canes, when they've dropped the leaves and everything, but they do serve a purpose. Well, especially this one at the moment, because as you see, it's a good healthy one. It's very thick, it's not wizened, and it's helping these little new growths to develop. I think one of these actually, that one there, don't know whether you can see it with the sunlight, but that one I had to tape up with sellotape, but it's not died, it's holding its own. And now let me just sit down a minute. Now this is the milliform, and of course this sulked a little while I was on holiday. Didn't like not being attended to, and but it's picked up. It does have a winter rest, but I don't completely restrict the water altogether. There are one or two ugly canes there which I will actually nip off. Now this one here, this is the this is the Williamsii, and this is the one that I mounted. So she's got 3 dormant pseudobulbs there, and this one here. So that one might, in the spring, give me a flower. Keep my fingers crossed. And this one here, that's the Comic King. That was the little tiny 2 canes that I didn't want to just throw away, and so I shoved it in this pot, and lo and behold, it sent a growth out. So eventually, I suppose, that can be potted on. This is the Dockrilla, and this is one of those that does nothing for me. But saying that, you know, it's giving me new shoots, new needles. They're called needles in Dockrillas. Funny little plant, isn't it? Just sends these needles down. I suppose eventually it will flower. But this is what I mean by you buy things off eBay. Now I bought this off a lady from eBay, and to me it had gone well past its sell-by date, and of course, you know, I was unsuspecting at that time, and I purchased this. So and I've had it, what now, maybe 2 years, and it's done nothing. But never mind. This little thing here, I went to my sister-in-law's, and she's got a Dendrobium berry odour. So I just liberated that piece. It's got a little cake growing, and I brought it back. It's in this tiny little pot here. It's got a new growth though, and keeping my fingers crossed for that. That's the other part of the Comic King, and that one, let me just lift her out here. Here we are. She's got some lovely roots. She might not have a leaf. She might look, you know, back well past her sell-by date. But if you look down here, there, look at that, a little nubbin. Now whether that'll develop into anything, a cakey or a little flower, I've no idea. So these are in the winter rest. They're in the small bedroom, and they get maximum sunlight, and they absolutely love it. This is the one I struggle with. This is the Lord of Jessie. Look at that. What a specimen that is. But, you know, I'm keeping my fingers crossed for that one. This one at the back here, this is the one, you remember me telling you, the no ID one. And those little flower nubbins have really come on. Now this one here in this corner, it goes up there. This one, that's the Dendrobium thistithorum, and that's the new growth here. That's in a winter rest. I'll look at the canes first to see whether or not she needs a little spritz of water. That's in our bedroom window, which faces south, and that's getting maximum sunlight, and it's getting the maximum chill also. Now these two we're left with here. These two are the Dendrobium King's It Red Splash, and these, let me just sit down again. These are fine. I'm not restricting the water, but they're, let me have a look if I can get this one out. This one's, see, they're in a little tiny pot. That's in a bigger pot, but this is only I'd only a little tiny root system. So they're doing absolutely fine. They love the south facing window aspect because they're getting the maximum sunlight which Dendrobiums do require during the winter months, and they're getting that chill. Certain ones I don't put in the windowsill, but I try and rotate them all so at least they do get maximum sunlight. And this little thing here that I mounted, this is the Violet Fizz Luna. Those are the only two cakeys I've got left. So I'll just have to keep my fingers crossed with them. And so it's just going to be a video just to show you that it is important to give your orchids a wash, in the sense of just a little bit of warm water on the leaves, get rid of that dust, and they will reward you. These will all go back up into their allotted spots in the grow room, and I'll speak to you all soon. Take care now. Bye.